Turn that corner, but still going to give you a little bit more about what we know from some of these storms. In fact, saw some impressive photos even in and around Lincoln of just how strong and how very damaging these winds were. It's kind of hard to picture those winds when we're talking about 70, 80 mile per hour winds until you're experiencing them, unfortunately, and saw some of those winds drive some wood into the side of homes. As you can see, extensive tree damage in and around the Lincoln area, and those winds continue to pick up. Outside of this wind report from Denton that was at 92 miles per hour, winds continually steadily increased from Lincoln toward the east, toward Louisville, Washington, and even the Epley Airport recorded another 90 mile per hour wind gust this severe season. So a lot of these areas, especially out towards Omaha, the Bennington areas, were hit again when they just weren't looking for more severe weather so far this season. And hopefully we're going to turn the corner and get quieter weather here sooner than later. Storm reports across southeast Nebraska, you're looking at several of them. Most of these extensive tree damage and wind gust reports. In fact, even a couple tornado reports as this storm system kind of bowed out had a couple notches in terms of some rotation. So we'll see if anything comes out of that in terms of if those were actual tornadoes. Really hard to tell sometimes if that was rain wrapped or just straight line winds. But overall, these reports, we did have a few, just a handful of hail reports, but mostly this was a wind report and wind event from last night. Now much quieter on the other side of that, even into late last night. In fact, a beautiful sunset if you were able to catch it. But things are dark out there right now, South 6th and Perkins Street, with temperatures in the 60s. We're much cooler behind the wake of those storms. 62 in Norfolk, 66 in Grand Island, just 67 degrees here in the capital city, 63 in Valentine, even the upper 50s in a couple locations in Ogallala and Chadron. Winds generally out of the west and going to be out of the northwest. We're going to have northwesterly flow that will actually put that humidity back in check. So after some very uncomfortable days here to start out this week, you're looking at dew points there in the upper 50s and lower 60s, much better than the middle 70s and upper 70s we'd been facing. So that's going to drop heat index values in terms of what it feels like by about 10 to 20 degrees throughout the day today. In fact, around 7 a.m. think we'll be around 68 degrees, slowly warming under that northwesterly flow, only around 87 to 89 degrees through this afternoon. Much different from this time yesterday where we topped out around 100. We'll only top out around 91 degrees today. Cooler, more comfortable. Those northwest winds could pick up through the afternoon, gusting around 25 miles per hour. But overall, we're going to be comfortable and clear. This is how quiet. You're seeing that departing cloud cover from those storms that continue east throughout the day today. Maybe some low-level clouds, if not some fog trying to form again in northeast portions of the state. But other than that, you'll see how quiet the state will be as we see some high pressure return to the area. And in fact, this quiet, kind of comforting thought for me is knowing how quiet it's going to be for a while. 93 by Friday. You're looking at 94, a pleasant day for the Big Red preview Saturday evening for that Husker Open practice that fans can enjoy. It's going to be warmer though, Sunday and Monday into next week. But then after that, you'll see the cooling trend. In fact, I've introduced more 80s to this 10-day forecast starting Wednesday. It looks like that activity will pick back up again with some more rain chances around the corner, but 80s in the mix after topping out at around 100 degrees for the last day of July yesterday. So August, kind of mixed bag, cooler temperatures, but quieter weather that a lot of people could use right now.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, thank you very much, Jessica.